everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it is Spectrum Art Creation Saturday, which means I do a project using majority of the project entails using items that I have bought from Spectrum Art Creations, and remind you that their live sale is this afternoon, Saturday, at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love their live sales. I get a lot of great bargains. I get great products from all over the world. And if there's something you don't understand or don't know how it works, just ask in the chat room during the live, and Madi is more than happy to tell you more about it. And if you order 12 by 12 paper pads that she's showing, she goes through each and every sheet, so you know exactly what is in that paper pad. So head on over to the sale this afternoon and find some really great bargains and make some really cool friends. We've become a family at Spectrum Art Creations, and we play lots of games, have a good time, get to visit with other crafters, and be inspired by others in our group. So come on over and join us. So today, my project is a folio, and I started with this kit that I bought from Madi last fall. It was a very sturdy gift bag in the back, a gusseted, and I think the gusset was probably close to 2 inches deep. And then it came with a sheet of wrapping paper. And this is a better look at the wrapping paper. This is a quarter of the wrapping paper sheet that I used. And I've used various components from this sheet. Then it came with a set of labels, and I had those here a minute ago. Here we go. Came with this sheet of labels, but most everything was a real Christmas red, and these had more of a vintage look, so I will use these in another project. And then it came with 3 gift bags, and each gift bag had a different gnome on the front, and you'll see those in the journal as I go through it. Now, I've done almost everything for this journal that I need to do. I've started with, I took the gift bag completely apart, and I used part of the top and one side, the back side of the gift bag. And then the front side of the gift bag, you'll see, I used to cut 1.5 inch circles to use for my numbers. And then there's lots of other component thingies here. I've used part of a doily here with some red applique under a ho 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 tag that I had from a paper pumpkin. The white satin ribbon was from my stash. And then this is an example of where I cut out, the wrapping paper images here. I have sewn it together on a 5-hole pamphlet stitch using red and white baker's twine from my stash. So let's hop into the inside, shall we? It opens up, like I said, as a folio. You have a wrap here with a silver bell on the end. Oops, a little farther off there, Kelly. And this would have been the front flap. This would have been this part of the bag here. And I cut it down so I had more of the red and was able to create the flaps here. Covered them in some of the wrapping paper. I had to reposition the eyelet tags here. They were taken off of the bag and then repositioned here with brass eyelets, because my metals have disappeared somewhere in this room, and I hope to find them this week. Then when you open it up, oh yeah, the other thing that was in that kit were 3 napkins. Let's see if I can find one of them here. There were 3 napkins in the package, all identical, but when you open them up, and this is one of the things Madi's great about, when she brings napkins out to sell, she will open them up and show you all the panels. And then this is the panels that I worked with throughout the journal, okay? So I cut out images from I used napkin panels on the folio flaps. Then these were part of the other part of the bag flap, and I turned it into flip-flops. These brown bags were from a paper pumpkin kit, and there is room here for whoever purchases this journal that they can include pictures in the pockets, and they're really deep pockets. So we have 4 pockets there. Close this back up. I've added some white braid trim that I got from Madi. Then this side is a duplicate, just with different images, and 4 more of the bags. Then inside we have enough signatures to do a December daily, and I've left this front plain. If I can find the image, I will put a December daily here that I think will match. Otherwise, I will leave it for the purchaser to add their own cover page. And then these circles were cut from the gusset pieces. And this is where I'm going to punch out and put the numbers. And I'm thinking I'm using either a silver or a flocked white numbers for here. And if you'll notice, I've got one up here, then one down here. And then I turn the page, if my fingers will allow me. And this lets me have, and I've got a boo-boo there I'm going to have to fix. One there and one there. And what this does is it evens out your page stack, so then it fluffs out evenly. You don't have everything bunched into the top here. So there's that like that. And this one was where a page stuck a little bit, but I think I can fix that. We're going to give it a shot. So there's enough pages to do an entire 25 days. All like that. There's plenty of room to journal on these, and then left the pockets for pictures. That way, because the way this folio is laid out, it doesn't allow for a lot of bulk. So I want to keep this as simple as I could so that the user can really get the use out of it. Now I am going to go back and add charms to the strings. As I said, here's the thing. I put this journal together in one day. I did have a mishap that I had to go back and fix, so that kind of delayed things. And I've not worked on it steadily all day. I worked on it this morning after my premiere. This is taping this on Friday. And then I took a break, and when Bob got home, we had lunch, and we played some cards, and then I came back to it. And that's just the way I put it together today. It's been a simple project to put together. So look at any kits that you might have or that you could put together very simply, whether you purchase through Spectrum Art Creations or any place else. A gift bag, some tags, and you have everything that you need to put together a very quick and easy journal for a gift. And even quicker if you pick this one up out of my store. Now I will have this in my Etsy store, but it's going to be probably a couple of weeks. I'm looking at trying to get everything situated in this office. I start diving in on Monday in getting this office done, and then when I've got my work table clear, then I can go back through and I can get the stuff put together that I want to put in the studio, in the shop. One is this December daily journal. The other one is this December daily journal that I'm putting together with the kit from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I have the floral journal that I did for my June challenge journal. Lots of things to work on and get into the shop. The Halloween ribbons that I showed you on Thursday, one of those 2 days, maybe Friday that I showed you yesterday. And I have ribbons and lots of fibers and papers, and yeah, we're going to get there. So that is it for me in the studio today. Remember, there will be one more video this month, and that is on the 25th. We'll do the Reindeer Club video where I'm going to show you the Hallmark movie garland that I have made for my office Christmas tree. So in the meantime, remember to like, share, subscribe, and creative Christmas blessings.